All right, we're here for round number 1 of Green White Enchanties. We're going to be on the play. Oh, wow. 2 lands in the opener. How lucky. We're going to keep. If we draw another land, we'll be in business. But if we don't draw a land, I'm going to get whipped. We do have Generous Visitor into Ossification, so we do have it clear for turn 2 if we want. I'll go ahead and play the Generous Visitor, even though it might die. I'm doing pretty good. Rune Lord is John, right? Nice, we got a target for this ossification, and it's a juicy one. Alright, so we'll put a counter on our generous visitor. Fall from Hell says, love the content. Hey, thank you so much for the kind words. Or, no, so Rune Lord is just one of the people from Apex's chat, right? I think John is just like Fuckface John or something. Yeah, cool. I remember one of the first times we were there, he, oh man. Okay, I'm gonna attack. This is going well. I'm gonna go get Restoration. Oh, I should have played it pre-combat. Missed a point of damage, chat. Alright, so that's mistake number 1. Go for a thread's fine. Okay, well, we didn't miss a damage. That's good. We actually gained 2 damage. Was not expecting it to die there. Alright, here we go. Next turn we'll play Hallowed Haunting, and then we'll just go from there. We can discard a card if we want to get something, to get the Generous Visitor back. I probably will, depending on what we draw. Yeah, easy punt. Easy punt. Turned out it wasn't a punt, though, right? Because I'm the best. Alright, Jukai Naturalists. I think we just play Hallowed Haunting and hope they don't have any way to kill it. I don't really want to do this. Oh, I'll just discard Naturalists and put it into play. That's good. Okay. This is why I really like Restoration, because it just lets you do cool stuff like this. You know? It just lets you essentially play a free spell. And here, it's actually pretty cheap, too. I wonder if I should... whatever. I'm just going to play the Hallowed Haunting to get it down. We'll go and play Commune with the Spirits as well. We can do Wedding Announcements, Teachings, Ossification seems like the best. Next time we can go Ossification and Catilda. Assuming that our opponent doesn't kill our Jukai Naturalist. If they do, we can come back from it. Alright, here comes a Denic. Alright, Restoration flips. We'll play the Ossification, make a Hallowed Haunting token. And I'm going to go ahead and hit Adeline. I don't think we need to target stuff in the graveyard too much. Then I'm going to play Catilda. She big. And if she die, guess what? You in trouble. Alright, easy 1-0. Alright, so this matchup, the Spirits deck, we need a lot more interaction against them. Their creatures are their focal point. They're also their crux. We're going to be trimming on Rite of Harmony. I'm going to trim some of the singletons that I don't think are that good. Wedding Announcement I don't think is that good. Weaver of Harmony is like okay, but I just feel like it's going to get hit with like cut down and stuff too much. We'll just consider cutting it. The Destroy Evil can come in. I really like the Borrowed Times. And then I probably want the Touch of the Spirit Realm as well. So we got to trim one more. Maybe we can trim a Generous Visitor or a Teaching of the Kirin. Alright. Do we want any Circle of Confinement? They do have a reasonable number of 2s and 3s, so Circle of Confinement can also come in. We can just trim all the Teachings. It's a good card, but it's pretty slow, and they have a lot of blockers, so it's a little harder to get online. All right, we have a very good opening hand here. Start off with Generous Visitor. I gotta get used to main phasing my things. I don't think I'll double block. I don't want to get blown out by a removal spell. And I kind of just like taking the 2 and letting my Jukai Naturalist survive. Empty, what's up, buddy? Next turn, if we get to untap, we need a land, but then the Jukai kind of counters the Thalia. Now I kind of want to double block. Right? They'll first strike this down, but then this will kill this. I think that's fine. Alright, so now I can just destroy Evil the Rafine. And pay the 1. I'm gonna do that while they're tapped out. If we draw a land next turn, we can go Generous Visitor Restoration. We can't really go the other way. But that's okay. We might just Restoration to hit our land drop. But we might just borrow time on this Dinnick. Alright, let's go Generous Visitor number 2. We'll save the Restoration. I'm going to go ahead and do Borrowed Time on the backside of the Dinnick. We'll put 2 counters on the big one. So we can start attacking for a bunch. Alright, then we smash. And now we have another removal spell for their next play. We also have Restoration, which can cook up a land and then get back Jukai Naturalists. I'm hoping they just don't have creatures, you know? But if they do, I hope that this checks it okay. Gix's command. So return 2, and then what? Edict? Okay, so they're going to make me sack my big creature. That's okay. We'll go Restoration, and then we'll hold the land, and then we'll discard it to bring back probably the Generous Visitor. That way, when we borrow time, we might want to go for a Jukai Naturalist, though. How's it going, Empty? All right, here comes Lauren. They're going to blow up borrow time. That sucks. Or maybe they blow up the Restoration. Well, Lauren's a pretty big pain in the butt in general, but Gix's command was also pretty gross. Just I got owned. Why did this come back as the front side? I thought it came back as the back side. That's my fault. That's another punt. All right. Well, we'll see if we can win anyway. What do I target? I guess I target Dinnick, and if they want a double block, we get to kill both. I don't really care about the Lorne. If they want to give me a card, I'm pretty happy about it. If they want a double block to kill this, I'm happy about it. They're at 7. We're at 20. We have borrowed time for Rafine. We're going to keep attacking with Generous Visitor and just hope they don't have another kill spell. Gix's command was the big swingy thing in this game for sure, though. Making me edict my 5/5 and getting back Thalia, Rafine. Pretty gross when I'm trying to just like 1-for-1 removal them to death. Essentially a 3-for-1. Another Dinnick. Center seems good right now? Yeah, it's been pretty fun. They discarded Gix's command. That's scary. Let's play Borrowed Time. We're going to put a counter on the Generous Visitor. And we're going to exile, I guess, Rafine. I'll just say go. If we attack, they double block and we only kill one creature. I don't think that's worth. I hope not having the extra land doesn't bite me too badly. Next turn, we're likely going to play Catilda. It'll be large flyer. Some chance we should have played it this turn. Wonder if they have Gix's command number 3 in hand. They discarded one last turn. Yep. So they're going to put 2 counters on that and make me sack my biggest thing. Gix's command. Heck of a card. We'll play Catilda. It's big. I might use it to trade with Lauren. And then use the backside to put on the Architect so I can attack. Alright, Catilda down with a go for the throat. Not the best. X4 blocks. We'll just take the 5. And hope they don't have another one, right? We're just going to do this on this. Adeline? I mean, we have a huge Vigilance Flying Lifelinker, I guess. I hope it's enough. We needed the land, and we found it. We're going to put them to 2. And then we're going to cross our fingers. I don't think they would have played Adeline if they had another removal spell, right? I feel like it's just not a thing. Alright, that's a desperation draw. Love it. Alright, they found the go for throat. We did gain a bunch of life. Is this lethal? Let's see. 5. We can chump here. Oh, they just found 2 removal spells. Dang. Alright. Game number 3. Esper's a Scourge of the deck back then. Yeah, it doesn't seem great. That's why I like all the removal, though. But if they have a bunch of Lorans, it's not that good. We also didn't draw Hallowed Haunting, which would have been great in those spots. And I'm also somewhat likely to be boarding poorly. Maybe we cut Restoration because of their Dinnicks. It is much worse against Dinnick. Maybe we just Teachings. I just don't think Teachings is very good when your opponent's gumming up the board. I kind of want to just Wedding Announcement them. I know that's weird or whatever, but I think it might be okay. I don't want to Vanquish as well, just to give us a big clear when they go wide like that. I doubt they'll have counter spells, so one of Vanquish is okay. I want to get a little weird, just so they don't necessarily have like a perfect plan against me. All right, we'll keep this hand, even though we don't have green yet. We'll lead with Spirited Companion more than likely. He's gonna ban from Fall Guys yet? He did not actually. He had to make a new account. It's funny. All right. Spirited Companion. Give me a land. Give me a green source. Nice. Beseiju will do. If I draw another green source, I'll obviously hold the Beseiju. Next turn, we can go like Generous Visitor, play a thing, put a counter on Spirited Companion. I don't mind if things like Spirited Companion get a big buff, right? It's pretty good, I think, if that happens. Suspicious stowaway. So it can't be blocked. I think I do just want to hammer it. I don't want them getting loots to fix their draw. And I definitely don't want them to flip it and start getting real card advantage off of it, right? Next turn we can Hallowed Haunting. Especially if they play a Lorn here and blow up Circle. Cut down the Visitor, makes sense. And Dennick also makes sense. Alright, let's go for Hallowed Haunting. And hope that it doesn't die to Lauren. If we draw a land, we can go Commune and Hallowed Haunting. I don't really want to try to Commune for a land. I think casting Hallowed Haunting next turn is like 100%. Gix, that's pretty sick, honestly. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, now I kind of want to Commune for a land so I can... But if I miss, that's so bad. I guess I can hit a lot of things that kill Gix. That's fine if I don't hit the land. Alright, we'll take Plains. We'll just start making Hallowed Haunting things until our opponent taps out. Hopefully they don't blow them all up. Cut down on that's okay. They're going to get to draw some cards and maybe overwhelm me. I might chump, but I think I'm just going to save it. Because now every time we play a spirit, they just get bigger and bigger. Or enchantment, the spirits just get bigger and bigger. Alright, here's one Lauren that's going to blow up one of the hauntings. Let's hope they don't have another way to deal with the other one. I want, like, a ossification would be excellent, right? Gix is very strong against me. I just didn't have a way to stop it. We'll go for Borrowed Time, I guess. I want to get the Gix out of here. It's like just funneling them cards. You think the new Galta and Marvin will see play with Sorn and Pioneer? I don't, but mostly because it didn't see play in the other version either. Or there was like that 7-drop Grixis Vampire that, I mean, it didn't really bring the archetype back, right? Alright, well, we're in a little bit of trouble. The Catilda doesn't trigger the Hallowed Hauntings, but, wow. We are in trouble, chat. Odawara kicking the teeth here. So they're going to get 2 things off of this. If they discard 2 lands, we can trade. Otherwise, I might be chump blocking. We are in a pickle. Yeah, Gix is just crazy in this matchup. I just didn't... I mean, these are okay, not great, right? Like, they just died a Gopher Throat. So, like, casting them doesn't really work with Hallowed Haunting that well either. Okay, well, now we just do this. Bye-bye. And this is exactly why we brought this in, was for this exact scenario. Because we fell too far behind, but we have things going on. Great draw. Vanquish, excellent there. All right. So Dennis from the front and Dennick from the back. All right, so we're definitely playing Catilda. I think we're just going to play Wedding Announcement. Because I don't think using Borrowed Time on maybe the 3/2 flying Dinnick, it's okay to use it on, but it's not that necessary because we have a big flying blocker. And even if they kill this big flying blocker, we have a ability to play from the graveyard or play another one. I do kind of like how Catilda is always like your last thing you play. Yeah, I think Vanquish just bought us the game, honestly. I'm pretty happy about that as a sideboard card for situations like that. So I'm fine just blocking because it's a Ganjo and I just want to gain the life anyway. And we have a backup, so they get an investigate token, so maybe that's why they're doing it. Alright, so they're cracking it still during combat. Alright, they conceded. Nice. Hand is decent, we'll keep. Xander's Lounge. Alright, let's go for... I guess... Maybe we should just go ahead and play Teachings. I guess we'll go for Jukai Naturalist. Next turn we can go Rite of Harmony plus Teachings and draw a card. It might be worth cycling it if we can get it. Alright, nice. They didn't kill our Naturalist. That's awesome. So even if they kill the Jukai Naturalist... Okay, that sucks. Countering the Teachings is brutal. I wonder if I should just play Teachings. I just kind of want to cycle it because drawing it early is not great, but maybe just holding it's just way better. Maybe I cast Teachings, and then with the trigger on the stack, I play Harmony. Okay, I guess because Harmony is an instant, we just don't have to order it like that. We can wait for our thing to resolve. But I did not really play around it, so that's my fault, I guess. I will play Restoration. We can use the land to bring back the Teachings. Yo! King Leonidas, thanks for the 10 months! Welcome back to Todd Squad. Alright, go for a throw it on our Jukai is fine. We do have ossification for Shieldred here, so we have protection from their best threats. If they go cemetery, whatever, something to eat the naturalist, wouldn't be super stoked about it. Alright, so let's just discard Forest, and then we'll bring back something. Alright, so we're going to bring back the Teachings. And then with this trigger on, we can just spend 4 to draw a card. But I want to save that for backside of Restoration, I think. It draws 2. Why does it draw 2? Creature or enchantment. Oh shit, that's crazy. That card's so much better than I thought it was. Yeah, I should have drawn 2. That was a mistake. Alright, so we'll put a counter on maybe the Jukai Naturalist. But I kind of want to put it on the Spirit token. Alright, let's go attack for 4 and see what they do. They're probably just going to draw a card, all things considered. So my guess is they're probably going to play a 5-drop next turn. I kind of want to play the Generous Visitor, but I kind of don't. Because if it's Cruelty of Gix, that's bad. But I want to just press the advantage, and if it's Edict, I want to just like hammer them. Yeah, Marcy, thanks for the follow. Yeah, next turn I'll upkeep Harmony, and then when this triggers, it'll come back, draw me a card. This attacks, I'll draw a card. And then if they play a creature I want an Ossification, I'll draw a card. Alright, Invoke will sack the token and the Jukai. Alright, so let's go Commune with the Spirits. Take a Hallowed. We'll attack for 4. We'll get another Spirit and draw. Nice. I kind of want to cycle an Ossification, but with the Hallowed Haunting in hand, I don't think I have to, so... Alright, let's hope we don't get hit with a Cruelty of Gix this turn. Alright, if this is Blade Quill for all black, they make me discard my whole hand. That's disgusting. Disgusting, chat. Played this game pretty bad, honestly. Got bailed out. Put a 1 counter on target creature control. Alright, so let's attack with all of them. And then we'll put a counter on this. Alright, let me just make sure I'm reading this right. Whenever this attacks, exile target non-creature card from graveyard. When do you put a 1 counter on a creature control? Okay. Alright, so we'll go this one on the stack, and then we'll exile target non-creature. We'll exile their Invoke. And then we'll put a counter on this, so it's a 4/5. So if they block, it's a trade. They can eat one of these, but then they take 6 down to 4. Alright, so we got a big-ass Catilda. They're at 4. Their main phase draw with Bank Buster. That means they don't have an answer to Catilda, and they're dead. GG. Alright, this matchup feels pretty decent. We'll bring in the Rite of Harmony. We'll bring in the Destroy Evil. I'm going to bring in some Borrow Times, maybe. Wedding Announcements, definitely. So this is kind of where I'm at, and I kind of want the Nisses as well, but I don't know if they're that necessary. I think these are more for the mirror than anything. Let's see. Teachings looked good. Weaver, I think, can go. Maybe Jukai Naturals can go. I feel like these are just going to get popped for 1 mana pretty regularly with no value and losing on the trade of mana. And all the other cards seem ridiculously good. This should be for mono white. Yeah, I mean, this is just for, like, grinding mid-range with tons of enchantments, and the mirror counts, I think, for that. Alright, let's cut these 5. We'll bring in these 5. Give me, like, one more answer to Big Thing. Alright, we're here for game number 2 in round 2. I'm on the draw. I'll keep this one. Alright, well, let's lead off with Generous Visitor. We're going to do some, hopefully, great stuff with it this game. I know that it dies to their 1 mana removal, but it only costs 1 mana itself, so I think it's just worth. Alright, let's go ahead and get Spirit of Companion down. Teachings is a pretty nice pickup. Next turn we can go Generous Visitor plus another enchantment of some kind. Fable's fine. All right, let's go generous visitor and teachings. We'll go counter on spirit of companion ×2. Mostly because I want, if they have removal, I want them to target something that's not my generous visitor, and I'm going to hold the spirit of companion back to block. I could have used Destroy Evil on Fable, but I always feel like that's a weak play. So I want to go for the board presence play of second generous visitor plus spirit of companion, or sorry, plus teachings to juice the spirit of companion. Yeah, it is good against Farewell too, but mostly it's there because of the disenchant effect, right? It's just a 5 mana engine that also has disenchants built in, so any deck with a lot of enchantments, I think it's good against. I think you can make arguments to bring it in against matchups like this, but I just don't think it's necessary because I think you're already favored and it's a little clunky. And if their plan is like the Blade Cool Serpent, just tough. All right, I'm gonna trade. This is maybe a bad trade, but I don't want them to just have mana farming, and we can always get it back if we need to. Let's put a +1/+1 counter on the spirit. I'm gonna put a couple counters on the spirit token here. Draw a card. All right, now I'm gonna hold up Destroy Evil. I'm not gonna use it on the Fable until there's no reason to do it now because when it flips, it's just a 2/2. So we can just wait till end of turn and either use it to kill the 2/2 or we can use it to kill Shield Red. All right, so we can use it on this, but I think I'd rather use it on, or we can use it on Reflection, but I think I'd rather use it on the Fable itself. But maybe that's bad because they're going to be able to start making Reflection blockers, and it's going to be a while before they get the other thing online. So let's just go ahead and do that. I don't love it, but it is what it is, right? All right, well now we can do that maybe. Let's go Restoration. We'll put a counter on Spirit of Companion, so we can attack with both. We don't have any legends, right? So Beseiju costs 2. I kind of want to go ahead and blow up the Fable before they get to draw cards, though. Let's attack and offer a trade. All right, and then I guess we can wait until draw step to blow up the Fable before Chapter 2, but after they draw. Next turn, we can get back any cool thing from our graveyard by just discarding the Razor Verge. Even if they have Invoke Despair or Cruelty of Gixir, I think we can come back. All right, this looks like a Blade Cool Serpent that's going to draw a card and make me discard my hands. Tough. What's up, Marcy? Appreciate the kind words. Blade Cool Serpent has been one of the more impressive cards to me so far. All right, if we have a dead draw, we can pitch it. Teachings. So either way, we should discard, right? Because we can just cast it, or we can play for free. I kind of want a Spirited Companion, though. Right, a Harmony. So we can attack and make a creature. That doesn't seem very good. We can put a counter on this. That also doesn't seem that good. Wait for the Saga to flip? Yeah, so we'll Ride a Harmony like next turn probably, if they'll let us. Corpse Praiser, sure. Sad we can't double cast it? Yeah, but I would rather cast it once and be able to use the cards that I draw, you know? And maybe I messed up by playing that Destroy Evil when I did. We'll take 3. I think this is a mediocre attack from them, but it's fine. Alright. So we'll draw, trigger on the stack. Alright, we'll just go ahead and play both so we can just get some cards. I'm going to attack with a Kieran probably. And then we'll exile a creature. This is just so I can draw 2 cards. And then if I draw an enchantment and a land that I can play. Okay. So I won't be able to get any more cards, but that's fine. Top 4 touch is probably better than Wedding Announcement in this spot. If we draw a land, we can go the Tilted Touch. But since we have our 6 mana source now, we just have the ability to do a lot of stuff next turn. We can Hallowed Haunting. If we draw a land, we can Hallowed Haunting plus touch. Unfortunately, this is cast. Otherwise, we could do like a channel trick with Spirit Companion and get a couple, but you have to remember that Hallowed Haunting counts all spirits as well. That way, so like this counts, this counts, this counts. This is a what, fox something or another? Can't even see what it is. Alright, I am down to double block, I think. I don't think I can just take a bunch of damage, and if they kill either of these things, that's fine. It's probably going to be a Gix rebuy, but Gix is already pretty bad. Soul Transfer rebuy is bad too. Alright, well, we got a lot of potential options here. Blocking was probably a mistake. Or at least trading. Maybe I should have just chump blocked. I don't know. I don't really play Explorer Marcy, but if they're matching Pioneer, then I doubt they'll ban it because it's not doing a ton there. Alright, well, the best 2-card combo we can do is probably Wedding Announcement and then Touch. And then we just touch on the Goblin Shaman. And then if they make us discard, we'll just Catilda from the graveyard next turn. Do you agree about Fires being banned? No, not personally. Again, I don't think it dominates Pioneer. And they're trying to have the ban list match. You obviously don't have as much stuff, but, you know, is what it is, I think. Alright, we're in some trouble here. Yeah, blocking was a big mistake. Alright, so they're going to be draw card, haste, make me discard my hand. Alright, so the Blade Cool doesn't have trample. Oh, it does have trample. It gives a plus trample and haste. That's cool. So if they attack with everything here, that's 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. I feel like we should chump block, but I feel like if we chump block, we're going to die. And it'll lose trample next turn. I don't think we have a ton of outs here, though. All right, we'll take 9. I'm actually pretty happy with them doing that because the reflection looked pretty scary next turn. All right, let's commune. All right, we found Spirit Companion. All right, does this have Vigilance? No. The other thing I had on, I had Vigilance. Okay, so I can hold this back to trade, but I kind of want to, let's see, 5, 10. Yeah, we can't. We have to hold back a blocker, I think. So they can Reflection of Corpse Appraiser, exile something, look for a removal spell for this. We're kind of playing from behind, and we kind of have to hope that they just whiff a little bit. I don't know. We're in a lot of trouble, honestly. Another Blade Cool Serpent. So this will be Hasted Trample. The copy doesn't have Trample, though. Alright, so we'll chump one and eat the Corpse Appraiser or another one. Alright, so this can chump here. If this eats here, I go to 11. I take 11, so I can't. So I have to block here. And then we take 9, but we gain 4. Alright, what can I do to not lose to that stupid serpent? Is it just empty my hand with Jukai? I kind of want to cut the Rite of Harmonies. I know that might sound weird or whatever, but I feel like they're doing a great job of making them worse. Alright, we'll just chill. Wedding Announcement on 3 on the play is just very hard for them to beat. We might get a cool double draw with Rite of Harmony at some point because of Wedding Announcement too. Alright, so they might have a counterspell here. So I think I'm gonna play Catilda. I know that sounds weird or whatever, but they're maybe I might not play anything. I'm gonna play Catilda though. It's like the most throwaway on the front side of any of them. And if they don't counter it, that's great because it's just a big flying lifelinker. I'm hoping I hit like another Spirited Companion. I'll take the Hallowed. I'm gonna play Restoration here. I'm just assuming it's getting countered is why I'm playing it. Whatever, it's not like I'm trying to sequence poorly. I'm trying to play around counter spells as much as I can. Okay, so Soul Transfer on the Catilda. It does get exiled. That's kind of a bummer. Alright, we'll go for Hallowed Haunting now. Next turn, Rite of Harmony is going to be very good. Tandy, will you be in San Diego this weekend? Unfortunately not, so I am going to be doing commentary, but it will be from home. Marcy, I understand why you don't like playing against the deck or whatever, but man, if if this Wedding Announcement gets countered now, I'm going to be sad. I think they have nothing. I'm going to go for it. Yeah. They have 6. They just have a bunch of red spells in hand. Nice. You'll draw 3. Thanks, Rite of Harmony. Yeah, I guess so, Viper. Look, I'm not going to say that Fire's Invention is like a great card to have around or whatever, but it exists, and you just got to deal with it. It's just another huge card that you got to beat. Haunted, Hallowed Haunting, really popping off this game, but really this just shows what Rite of Harmony can do in the deck. Alright, Make Disappear is fine. Alright, so now we attack with just the 4/4, and then we get another 1/1 and draw another card. And now they essentially need a big sweeper. We have tons of lands to discard to the Blade Cool Serpent, but they need like a big sweeper. They discard 2 Fable the Mirror Breakers. That means that they're very desperate for something. But hopefully I'll see you at another thing. So alright, we get to keep our commune hand. Alright, let's hope we find some lands. Maybe I should Generous Visitor first, but I don't think so. We'll commune first. Now that we drew the land, it's like maybe up in the air. I don't think Weaver is better than Naturalist. I kind of want to keep Ossification because I don't think that Naturalist is going to survive, and I think I'll just need an answer to a big creature in a minute, specifically Shieldred. But next time we can go Generous Visitor, Commune, look for White Source. They want to trade, that's fine. Double white on Catilda is a little awkward in the spot. What's your Brushlands? Okay, so now what do we do? Do we just Ossification the Harvester to save us a bunch of damage? I actually kind of like that play. It's a little awkward because Ossification is good against many other cards in their deck. But in order for perfect mana usage and to prevent falling too far behind, I'm going to do that. If they don't have Fable here, we're probably in good shape. Alright, Buster is great. Razor Verge Thicket means now we can commune with whatever. I'm going to play Catilda because it's large. And I don't care if it dies, ever. Unless they kill it and then eat it. Maybe letting it die to cut down's bad. Alright, they pop Blood Token, discard a Braid. That's good news for me. Main phase, draw a card with the Bank Buster. A show of weakness for sure. They missed a land drop. Let's commune. Bunch of lands. Let's keep the overgrown farmland. Do we Rite of Harmony plus Generous Visitor? I kind of want to because I'm lowish on stuff to do. Alright. We'll get our life back from the brushland damage. Put a little pressure on them. No longer dies the cut down. We're also not that afraid of a Shieldred now, too, because we have a big flying lifelinker. So we can just afford to take a bunch of damage. Trespasser, that's fine. They're going to eat the right. We'll play Naturalist, put a counter on the Catilda, swing for 5 in the air, and hopefully we draw something else to do. Nope. Alright, here comes a big old swing for 5. I wonder if I should have played Catilda. Put it in the graveyard. I don't think so. Alright, big go for the throat. They're going to eat up my Catilda. I'll just take the damage. Play another one from hand. I started with 1 land, and I've drawn a bunch of lands, considering my first commune took a spell. My second one had to take a land. Braid on the Naturalist is no biggie. Hallowed's a great draw. Attack for a few. Alright, Invoke. We gotta sack this. And I'm gonna sack Ossification over the Hallowed, because I think Hallowed's the only thing that can really get us out of this now. And just hope for the best. We need to draw like a good string of enchantments here. But Invoke was very gross there. I think overall I should have just played this game a bit differently. I think getting aggressive with the Ossification on 2 is wrong. Spirit Companion is pretty good. We might still win anyway. Alright, I'm gonna play my land. Since we don't have to worry about the Stone Cold Serpent in this matchup. Or not Stone Cold Serpent. Blade Cool Serpent. That thing's scary. Hopefully we draw an enchantment next turn so we get 2 more 4/4s off of the Hallowed Hauntings. I doubt I'll block. We'll take a nice 6 chunk. Could be bad, but... Does dog add 2 for the legend in your hand? No, because it says... It's really specific. It says permanents you control that are spirits or enchantments. So... Alright, so they minus to kill one of my spirit tokens. It's pretty good news for me. We'll take 3. Alright, Shelly. A removal spell off the top 4 would be nice. Got a lot of good draws. That's pretty good. We'll take 2, but we get 2 more spirits off of that. I'll probably play Catilda, unless I mean, if I had another enchantment to play, I might do that instead. Restoration of a Ganja is pretty good. And then we'll get the land, we'll play it, and we'll play Catilda. And this is where the Hallowed Hauntings just really get out of control. And now we have a huge Catilda that they essentially have to have a go for a throat for. And I'm going to attack with the Spirit because now it's a 6/6. They want to trade with Sheoldred. I'm very happy about it. Alright, go. Pretty great turn, if I say so myself. Alright, so I drew up Bankbuster. They gain some life. The spirits are just enormous, though, so they're in a lot of trouble. The Catilda, they need to basically kill Catilda and then find a way through. I don't know that they have an out. This is a lot of 6/6s. But they have to kill Catilda. It's enormous and lifelink, so... Alright, main phase draw off the Bankbuster. They'll get a pilot token to block. They gain a little life. If they play, well, just about anything, I think I'm fine. I'm just trying to think of, like, what actually is bad for us. And because all of our clerics are enormous, I don't think many things are. It has to be some sort of sweeper. But I can't think of one that they would be playing main deck that does much. Because even Cruelty of Gix doesn't do it. Easy. Close game, but got a little lucky, I think. Alright, so we want the wedding announcements, the touch again, the right, the destroy evil. And then we cut the naturalists and the weaver because they are bad against cut down. Alright, we'll keep this hand. Pretty good for game number 2. We need green source, but other than that, we're doing great. We can even potentially draw another white source and be fine because restoration can let us discard teachings and then bring it back. Swamp means no 2-drop creature. That's scary. No Misery Shadow really in this format. Alright. Play Spirit Companion. Found the green source. Excellent. Next turn we can wedding announcement, depending on what they do. If all they do is Fable. Okay, Trespasser is even better. No graveyard to speak of. Never didn't have it. We drew last turn. We're doing great. All right, so now, depending on what they do, we can discard Teachings and bring it back for free. If we draw a land, we might want to pitch land and get that into play just so I can ramp a little bit better. So we can get Rite of Harmony going sooner, especially with these Commune with the Spirits. Okay, well, Duress is going to knock out some of my plans. Regardless, we can still discard planes and put into play and then maybe find a land off Commune or draw step. Thoughts on this deck in the current meta? I think it's extremely good against Rakdos, and I think that's the reason why it's good. They finally drew Red Source and Haunted Ridge. Alright, well, we're going to Rite of Harmony. We got very lucky here to draw another Teachings. We're going to get to draw 2 cards. Then if we draw something else to play, we can get even more cards. Matilda, not quite. We'll go for Commune. I don't think we have anything for 1 white to play, but we can set up for next turn. Another Wedding. All right, we'll attack for 1. Kenny, I'm playing Rakdos in this RC this weekend. Is a good choice if you're picking a deck to counter it. I think Rakdos is just the de facto best deck. I think Grixis is fine. I think that there's a lot of potential hate though for I mean, basically anything Rakdos, right? There's just so many good enchantments, but the deck's just good, you know. I don't think playing Rakdos is a bad idea, but I would probably play something like this. All right, we'll go ahead and play 2 Communes and a Restoration. Take Howled Haunting. All right, well, if they have another Invoke Despair, we are probably in some trouble. Maybe I should have played these wedding announcements way sooner, but I feel like the restorations were keeping me hitting my land drops. Sheoldred, we can probably beat that. All right, so we will discard. We'll discard the Razor Verge and put in something else into play. Let's see. We'll bring back the Ossification. This goes here. Take out the Sheoldred. And now we can play Double Wedding. Maybe we play Wedding and Catilda. Because the Catilda is lifelink and huge. And just presents them with a bunch of alternate threats. Yeah, Restoration's incredible. It's so much better than I thought originally. I watched Spike play it a bunch in Modern, and I grew a profound respect for it. It's been great. Oh, dude, this is the song from Wednesday. The Goo Goo Mug. All right, so they're gonna wrath me or something, I guess. We have to block. I'll just gain the life, whatever. If they have something that punishes me, I think it's worth just to gain the life because my hand is so good. Alright, well, Architect didn't die, so great news. GG. Alright, we'll mulligan this one. It's pretty close, but if we had 2 lanes, we obviously keep, but since it's just 1 lane, we gotta toss it back. We'll keep this one. I'm gonna put back a Teachings. I don't think it's that good without the other enablers. And we want the Howled Haunting in case we're playing against another Black-Red deck, I think. I haven't Minuet. Alright, Harvester, that's fine. I think maybe I'll get Teachings down first. Next time we can go Generous Visitor plus Spirited Companion. Alright, so let's go. I don't want to just play Catilda because it just trading for removal spell in this spot isn't the greatest. I'm gonna go ahead and just put another counter on the Spirit token if they want to kill it. I think that's fine, right? They're not killing the Generous Visitor. Yeah, so I think that all that's fine. Decks that are just like a little slow. You know, because it's kind of like a 2-mana 3/3 flyer. It's pretty good, I think. Alright, so next time we'll play Hallowed Haunting, excuse me. Lily's fine. We'll flip the Teachings, play Hallowed Haunting, and go from there. Hold the Brushland to discard. No! Lame. They had a really good curve, just ruined my life, man. Invoke Despair. Heck of a card. If they minus on the Lily and make me sack Catilda, that's fine. If they plus, we'll discard right. Try to use Ossification to do something. Alright, so they make a 1/1. Are they gonna kill it? Okay. Alright, Catilda down. We gotta beat Obnixilis now. It's definitely doable. Another Haunting. We'll go ahead and play it. That's a great draw. Next one we can go right Ossification maybe. Draw a card. Draw 2. We'll lose 2 life. We still got a decent clip left. As long as we don't get hit with another Invoke this turn, I think we have a good shot to win. Alright, let's go Rite of Harmony. And then we'll go Ossification. This will draw 2. Another Haunting is great. Oh, we could have hit the Obnixilis, I guess. I always forget Ossification can hit Planeswalkers. It's so out of character for these types of removal spells, but Ossification is just like a level above all the other ones. I don't think the Obnixilis is that big of a deal, though. You know, I'll just take the 2 damage for a minute. Unbothered. Alright, so we can play another Hallowed. But I think I want to go Catilda plus Ossification. All right, and we'll use the Spirit to pressure the Obnixilis. If they have a removal spell for Catilda, like go for the throat, the Obnixilis will be at 1, and then we can maybe do the backside of Catilda next turn, or just play another Howled Haunting. All right, so they kill the 3/3. That's good. I'm not going to discard the Howled Haunting to the Obnixilis, but that probably means that they have another removal spell. They discard 2 lands, so I guess not. Let's hope they didn't draw one. GG. No one can beat Catilda. So powerful. All right, same deal. We board out the Jukais and the Weaver against the cut down deck, and we bring in Touch, Wedding, Destroy Evil, and Right. That's what we've been doing. It looks good so far. All right, we have another one-lander, but we have Communion, and we're in the draw, so I'm going to keep. If we get Duress, that's bad, but if we don't get Duress, we're probably okay. Natural Land would be okay as well. All right, well, thank you, Tornado Bones, for the sub. We'll take Forest. We'll leave Boseiju in the deck for potential kill target later, since I'm pretty likely to play this land next turn. Razorlash Transmogrant. So their big way of fighting me is Razorlash Transmogrant. I am down with that, man. I think I'm just going to trade with the Spirited Companion. Next time we'll just play Wedding Announcement, just bury them. Fable. Don't get Wedding Announcement down. Big Boss, thanks for the follow. We'll take the 2. They'll get the mana. If they have a Invoke, we're in trouble. But it is what it is. Yep. So we sack these 2, they draw a card. It's not that bad, right? It's like trading. It's draw a card, kill your 2 things, deal you 2 damage. It's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. But it's like, it's not something we can't beat. And now we're going to go for Howled Haunting and hope that they don't have another one, right? They have very few actual enchantment removal cards. But when they do have them, we just hope that we can dodge it with Haunting. But I think we just have to play it there because of reasons. But they're attacking pretty fast, so I think we're going to get invoked again. So we'll kill Howl, draw 2, we'll go to 9, and we have to fight through it. Okay. Shieldred. We can beat Shieldred, chat. Alright, so really we just need to make sure we play 2 things for Howled this turn. So we can go Restoration for Plains. Play the Plains. We play Spirited Companion, we'll lose life, but I think that's okay. Ossification would be a good card for next turn to get rid of the Shieldred. I will be doing some blocking. Spirited Companion can chump. Alright, well, we might be dead this turn. They can activate target Trespasser or Harvester. We'll do chump blocking to stay alive / trade as much as we can. I think we go chump Shieldred, trade with Goblin, take none. Alright, so Let's do chapter on the stack. Six, 4. All right, we can't play Rite of Harmony first, I don't think. I am gonna probably just discard Ossification so that I can play it for free. All right, so we'll attach it to the forest. We'll get rid of the Shield Red. So we have to play the Catilda. All right, so I guess we go Catilda plus Restoration. All right, and this has protection from vampires, so now the Blood-Tithe Harvester can't kill it with the copy. That's really good for us. Next turn, we can Rite of Harmony before Restoration flips, and then we'll get extra cards off of everything. Discard Transmogrant. They're pretty expensive from the graveyard right now. If they have just like Kill Spell for Catilda, we lose, I think, so. Hopefully they don't draw a Go for Throat. Cut down on the Spirits. Not lethal. Another Shield Red. Not lethal. Alright, so we'll go to 4. Okay. I'm just like thinking because I don't really know what to do here. I think we just discard Teachings and then get it for free. I can't Rite of Harmony because of the Shield Red, but I do want to attack with the Catilda this turn. So I think I just go as big as I can. Oh yeah, we should have cast the Teachings. That's dumb. We hit another Catilda from the graveyard. So I guess I'll just put all my eggs in one basket. Well, good hit off the mill for sure. Is this lethal? It is lethal. That's funny. GG. We're going to be on the draw. We are going to mulligan this hand. Unfortunate. So close to playable. We've actually mulliganed a decent amount with this deck. We are very light on lands, but the communes are supposed to help with that, and they have been, which I think is important to note. All right, so Rite of Harmony plus Teachings on 4 is pretty solid. I think I'm going to put back Catilda, lead with Commune, but maybe I lead with Generous Visitor because I don't know what they're playing yet. We'll definitely keep this, though, and I think putting back Catilda is fine. We can also just go turn 1 Generous, turn 2 Teachings, depending on the matchup. Oh, okay, so we're playing against Soldiers. Soldiers is a little scary. I haven't played against that deck at all. Couldn't find his name fast enough? Nice. 4 months and you get the new sub badge? Hell yeah. Alright, so Harbin is the 3/2 flyer for 2 mana. That's such a crazy stat line. So whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers, creatures you control get +1/+1 gain flying till end of turn. Okay, so hopefully the game doesn't get to that point, but alright, I'm gonna go for Teachings just for mana efficiency, and I don't think the Rite of Harmony is gonna be that important, so we might be in like a pure racing scenario. And so we're just gonna attempt to attack a bunch. Yeah, unfortunately, Catilda going back, it is one of the better cards against spirits or against soldiers, and not having it now is sad. All right, so whenever this attacks, you get a 1/1. Then you tap 3 to draw a card. Okay. So we can put a 1/1 counter on the visitor. Let's play Commune, looking for a land. Alright, sweet. We found Razorfire. Just go ahead and play it. Play another Teachings. Smash for 4. Did not find a Catilda yet. If we get a land naturally next turn, we can play Hallowed Haunting. I doubt we'll have enough time to make them flying, but maybe. We can also just commune for looking for Ossification to hit the Harbin. Harbin seems pretty terrifying. The next turn we can... I don't really want to Rite of Harmony next turn. I'm honestly just like not really sure what to play around. I feel like they just have some counter spells that are bad for me. Let's start with a commune, see what happens. We can take maybe Restoration, so we can maybe get back Ossification. Let's play Naturalist. Put a counter on this Spirit so we can attack for 8. So if they counter this, we swing for 8. We're winning the race. I feel like we're just going to get eaten by a flash creature that I'm just unaware of. Alright, they're going down to 6. We're not dead in the air. Alright, Resolute Reinforcements. So, I think we're dead now to the Harbin, right? Alright, so yeah, they attack with everything. It all gets flying. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we lose barely. Unfortunate. Okay, so I guess we want ton of removal. We can cut Wedding Announcements. I think we can cut... We want Weaver and Natural, so we can cut Rite of Harmony, Wedding Announcements, and probably Generous Visitor, and just turn it into like a control deck. Something like this. I like the look of it. Okay. Another mulligan, unfortunate. We'll keep this one. Put back a land. Rush land seems like the worst of the bunch. Just make sure we keep basics. Yeah, I mean, I think that most people are going to be on the other side of the argument, Joey, just because open decklist prevents a lot of non-games from happening because you just have a better idea of what your opponents are doing. Alright, we'll play Weaver, and then next turn we can get double. So next turn we go Forest, Ossification, Copy, and then we get 2 creatures from them. Let's hope they play something that's not Thalia. Yeah, like if you are playing a league, there's just a functionality or whatever that just shows your opponent's deck list, like a little mini link, you know? That's what I would like if we're going to do it. All right, we'll take Restoration. Unfortunately, we don't have that much to do this turn, but we'll attack. Exactly. Yeah, so it would just be a link like right-click, view sideboard, but it'd be right-click, view opponent's deck. Hell, even if it was just view opponent's sideboard, I think that would be fine. You know? Sam Black had a good idea of showing like all the lands that your opponent had. I thought that was interesting. All right, so let's go Ossification, target here. All right, so we'll target the Sky Strike Officer and then copy it. So let's target the recruitment officer with the other one. Next turn we can copy like restoration. I might just play Hallowed Haunting next turn though. Yeah, Jaffer, I think that's the way to go in the future for sure. All right, let's go for restoration so we can hit land drops. All right, so we'll get 2 planes, play one of them. And then next turn we'll try to get Catilda down. We can go Catilda, Spirit Companion, copy. But I think I can just copy. Okay, so here's Zephyr Sentinel. So it's going to come in, bounce the Resolute Reinforcements, and then recast. Nice. Very scary. This matchup seems very bad for me. Without having any sort of enchantment that stops them from attacking with a swarm of stuff. I did bring in a lot of removal, but Resolute Reinforcements is like actively great, unfortunately. And Skystrike Officer being able to draw cards here is a little awkward. I bet they attack for 4. So we just have to play Catilda now and hope that it's good enough. Okay. All right, we'll hit the Zephyr with the other one and just hope they don't have another Zephyr. They don't. That's good news. I will play around the counter unless they pay 2, make disappear. This is going well. The Weaver of Harmony, it makes me want to play a second one in the sideboard for matchups where my opponent doesn't have much removal. Valiant Veteran, as long as they don't kill Catilda, I'm perfectly fine. But if Catilda dies in any way, I'm in trouble. All right, Jukai Naturalist. All right, let's go Jukai Naturalist. Play a Borrowed Time. Target the Valiant Veteran, and then we'll copy. Take the Resolute Reinforcement so they can't do like blink or bounce shenanigans with it. We'll swing in with these 2. Gain a bunch of life. And we should be fine now. I don't think that their deck is that well equipped to come back from a board position like this. But really what I wanted to showcase was Weaver of Harmony. Weaver of Harmony was messed up in that game. Yeah, that Weaver was sick. Like, it makes me want to play a second one just for matchups like this, because that was disgusting. Game number 3 for the trophy. Let's see if we can get there, chat. All right, this opener is pretty good. We're going to lead with Jukai on 2, and then try to play 2 or 3 spells on turn 3. Our opponent is on a mulligan. I believe too, Joey. I think we're going to get there. I don't think this matchup is very good for us, but I'm hoping that the Jukai Naturalist resolves, and we get to do some cool stuff. All right. We're tapping out for a thing, so our Jukai Naturalist will resolve. And I'm just hoping now that they don't have a removal spell of their own for the Jukai. If I could play Ossification on the Valiant Veteran, but I think that just puts me 1 turn too far behind. But if they have a counterspell here, we're in trouble. Brutal Cathar is pretty bad. Although if we draw a land, we can actually do some cool stuff. Land off the top would be nice. Come on, come on. Dang. All right, let's go Commune. We'll take, I guess, a second planes. Another Valiant Veteran. It's tough. I think we're in trouble, chat. All right, we'll take the 7. Jesus Christ. Man, I need to draw. Okay. Actually, I think I can survive now. We play Catilda. We play Teachings. So we go Catilda first. And then Teachings will make it a 5/5, I think. 5/5 flyer is kind of great. All right, come on. Come on, dealer, one time. Yeah, our opponent had an incredible draw. 1, 2, 3, double 2 drop. Let's hope we can get there. Lauren? No! Okay, Catilda can still protect, though. No! No, dude! Why? Why? Actual perfect draw, I think. Yeah, we actually had a shot. That sucks. GG.